How's it going, everybody? We have a very fun video for you guys here today where we are trying out a lot of Halloween Horror Nights food and a few drinks along the way. But this video is a little bit different because it's just a lot of food that we had to get reviewed, and we did it over a few weeks. So you're gonna notice a lot of jumping around because it's just clips from multiple days. But at the end of the day, I think that's going to give you a much better review because we're not trying to eat as much as possible in one night. So what you get is, first of all, not a bunch of wasted food, and second of all, an accurate review. And the reason being, if you have a bunch of food, all of the food at the start of the review is going to be a lot better than the food at the end because you're just not going to want to be eating anymore. So hopefully you guys are able to get a good review of all of the food that we did eat, and a very accurate review at that. If you guys want to skip around, do feel free. I'll leave all the timestamps below so you guys can kind of skip to whatever you want to see. Or if you just want to see our review on everything that we've had, go ahead and just check out the entire video. Either way, it's totally fine. Hopefully you guys find this informative, and thank you very much for watching.
We're going to head to our spot. I think they changed it up back here, but you can always find us eating food over in this corner. Oh, it's open. Let's go. As you can see, we do not have our other dish because the lines are pretty long for food. So we do have fish and chips here. We'll tell you about the beans. We have a little bit of catching up to do. First and foremost, the beans were delicious, by the way. We scarfed them down waiting in line to get the fish and chips. So highly recommend those beans. It's beans, mashed potatoes, and cornbread. Their cornbread here is so good. All right, I'm gonna have Nicole try this. I don't know if we've ever had fish and chips at an HHN event, but I am looking forward to it.
I feel like I have been asking for fish and chips every single time we're at Epcot, and I always joke and say, like, I'm gonna go to Epcot by myself to get the fish and chips, and then we saw the fish and chips, and I'm like, we need to get it right now, and I may not even like fish and chips, so I guess we're gonna find out. I like fish and chips.
I just finished a bite of that fish and chips. If you like fish and chips, this is probably gonna be your favorite dish at the entire event. So good, light and flaky fish, the crispness on the shell itself of the actual batter, super good. Wow, I really like that. That's a huge hit. Highly recommend these. I think these are gonna be a sleeper hit for the entire event. If you like fish and chips, come get these. We're taking a pit stop to grab some food because thankfully we've saved so much time. We're gonna grab two items here. We're gonna go ahead and do the spinal column nachos and the chocolate trace leches here. Here we go. This is our chicken skewer. That's our pork. And then our trace leches. This was fresh out of the oven, I guess. It took them a minute to get it to us. But I feel like you almost wait longer in the food lines than you do in the house lines. How'd you like the chicken?
It's like a nice chunk of chicken. It's thick, it's cooked well. The sauce is good. That's really good, actually.
It is. This is a delicious piece of chicken. The chimichurri is well done. The chicken is well cooked. A nice little bit of a char to it. Highly recommend. So we just had the pork and a little bit of spice on that mole, and the pork is incredibly tender. Both of these are super good protein dishes from this booth. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite booths. If this Tres Leches cake hits, that's gonna be a 3 for 3.
Everything we tried at this booth was absolutely delicious. I'm the kind of person who, like, when I like something, I wanna get it again. So it's gonna be hard to keep trying new things, even though they've all been great, because I already wanna go back and get, like, more of the fish and more of the chicken and more of the pork. So I'm excited to keep trying the foods if they're all this great.
By the way, we're gonna be trying out the say cheeseburger here. Maybe the bloody goodie bag too, but definitely the cheeseburger. We have our two options here. So we have the Say Good cheeseburger, I think, right?
Didn't it just say cheese?
Oh, say cheeseburger, that's what it is.
That's the bloody good. Goodie bag? Bloody goodie bag?
Yes, and so this definitely doesn't look to have much chicken in it. I mean, we get 1, 2, 3. I mean, do you count that? I mean, 3 pieces of chicken in there? That seems really small for $10. So portion size is definitely off here. I mean, that seems like maybe a normal size. That little piece is just breading. I don't even know if I would consider that one and that one. So I feel like there's realistically 2 pieces of chicken in this and hardly a handful of fries. That seems not great. And there are some great options here. I mean, even the fish and chips has
you get like
multiple
4
pieces
of fish, right, and a huge serving of fries.
Yeah, like way more. So it's crazy. This seems very expensive. So hopefully that tastes really good.
It's like soggy on bottom, unfortunately. Super like wet bun if you look right there, but something that like just really grosses me out is wet breading. $10. I also feel like it's a nice thick patty, but small. Again, like if you go like get a burger here, I feel like for 12, 13 bucks, you're really getting a increase in size. So I think like this booth is not the best bang for your buck. Unless it tastes great.
Still available on the American Grill website.
I mean, it's pretty good, but
Like this is the dollar.
it's kind of like a basic burger. At least it's not thick, and there's like a little bit of pink in there, which I appreciate. So not bad.
All right, I took the tomato off. I don't love lettuce either, but I'm gonna try it with the lettuce there. So it looks pretty decent. We'll see. So the patty itself feels pretty good as far as flavor goes. The cheese, I think, actually brings a lot to this one. So I would say good flavor on this, but yeah, for $10, I don't know if I'm loving the price there. So you don't get anything else. You don't get fries or like any sort of side. So that is kind of a little bit of a downsize. And you can see, I mean, it's not a huge burger. I would say maybe equivalent to like, I don't know, maybe about the size as far as width of like a Culver-sized burger. But I would say like obviously thicker. It's not a smash burger. Good flavor. Like I said, I just wish it was either more or you got some extra sides. I'm gonna try one of these chickens. I'm a little nervous. They're like dark. Can you see that there? So I don't know what's making it so dark. I don't know. They smell okay. Oh. I don't think I like this at all. The fries are weird. The chicken's a little chewy. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know why. Maybe we got a bad batch here. The chicken is like almost chewy, and the fries are like they're like soggy but dense. You know, it's weird. We've had so much to eat here, and I have liked everything, even the burger. Though the price I don't think is super worth it, I feel like I've liked just about everything we've had here. I don't like this like at all. It might just be a bad batch. So I don't know. You'll have to let me know.
So it's supposed to be like a sweet and sour sauce with like a bite to it, they said. And I just think it's a little bit of an awkward flavor on fries. Like, it kind of tastes like Chinese sweet and sour sauce, but it's weird because it's a French fry. And then the chicken I'm almost nervous to try because sometimes like chewy chicken really upsets my stomach and I don't want to get like sick. But it is like really, really dark, so I wonder if it's just like dark meat chicken and we're not the biggest dark meat fans. I think it's dark meat. It could be like a thigh, but it's not great. But it didn't look great on the menu to me, and I would not spend $10 on this one, unfortunately.
Last up here, we do have the little birthday platter here. So I know Nicole's not gonna like this because it's bubblegum flavored, but these two I think I've been hearing pretty good things on. And when I've been hearing people review the bubblegum one, they said it is very potent on the bubblegum. So I definitely think you're probably not gonna have any interest. I'll let you guys know. It did. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do this now. Like I said, burger I actually think is really good. Had a few more bites of it. I think there's a decent amount of flavor in it. I just wish, again, you got a little bit more. The chicken, I don't know, I can't recommend it right now. Maybe, again, just a bad batch. But I'm really hoping that these deliver because they look fun. A little small, and I think they were $1 less, maybe like $9 versus $10. So pretty small portion here, but that's okay. I am super nervous to try this. It just like looks a little weird. And I don't hate bubblegum, don't love bubblegum. I don't really enjoy bubblegum flavored things. I don't mind like having gum that tastes like bubblegum, but oh my gosh, it's so potent. I'll have you smell it. It smells like when I was a kid, I used to get like a bubblegum fluoride for my teeth from the dentist. It smells like that. Oh my gosh. That is spot on bubblegum. Not horrible. I just don't love like bubblegum again. So, gosh, how many times did I say bubblegum here? So many.
Because they were wondering it is bubblegum flavored.
It is interesting. If you like that flavor, the consistency is pretty good. And yeah, that's about all I could say for it. So overall, not too bad. Let's go ahead and try the confetti or funfetti or whatever this is. I think it'll be more up my alley here. It just tastes kind of like a funfetti little like cupcake thing. Oh, this thing is like flimsy. Look at this. It like bends. I don't really know how to eat this one. I'm just gonna bite into the bottom, I think.
Sparkling.
Oh, God. That's probably the best one. Good, strong chocolate flavor there. The like shell itself is so like soggy, and it's just like bending. So I don't know if they need to store it a little differently, because I'm guessing it's just the humidity of the air that's kind of getting to it. There's nothing in the actual cone. Everything's on the bottom base there. But I would say that's probably the best one. Then the confetti or the funfetti one, and then the bubblegum one.
I can see.
Can't smell it?
I'm a little congested, so like it's not as potent, but like I 100% believe you because I can still smell it. And I just don't like bubblegum. I don't like actual gum. I don't like bubblegum. I don't like bubblegum flavored things. Like, this reminds me of like those little brownie bite ones, you know? I like that. That's a good buttercream. I like a good buttercream though. And it's moist. That's really good. I like that a lot. A little bit of the cake off because it's very, very limp. Well, that's good too. That's a good flavor. Maybe that's like a mousse. It almost has like that sourness to it. Those are both really good. I like those both a lot. Bubblegum, I will not even try.
Well, there you go. Verdict is in. I would say the burger is a go, and these treats are a go. And then again, I would just the chicken. It's different. Nicole says she doesn't mind it, but it is dark meat. Yeah.
I don't mind it, but it's definitely like a sweet and sour dark meat chicken. So it's a little bit different than what we were expecting, I think.
Yeah, and I would just say, again, for value
pieces
too, like something to kind of keep in mind is like you don't get a lot of fries, you only get a few pieces of chicken in there. So, you know, this isn't, I don't think, the most valuable booth in general, but it's not too bad. I would definitely recommend these two. Up to you whether or not you'd want to try the chicken. There they are. Picked them up, ready to go. After AP discount, I think it was like 13 and change. It was like $15.99, I think, after tax or something. 15 and change. And then after the discount there, like I said, 13 and such. Wow. I don't really like candy corn normally. Also, let's see, serving size 25 pieces for 160 calories. That's a lot of pieces, right? I feel like 160 calories for 25 pieces of candy. Freeze-dried candy corn. Oh boy. All right, let's get into these things here. All right. Let's pop them open. I don't want them to like come pouring out on us here. Oh my goodness. They're pretty large. Wow. All right, here we go. Freeze-dried. Blam. They taste like they still taste like candy corn. So if you don't like candy corn, you're not gonna like these, but they taste like a little less. I'm like weirded out by the consistency. I don't know, I feel like with Skittles, there's more like a little bit of a bite and it's like puffy. These are, I don't know. If you like candy corn, it's fun. It does taste better than candy corn. I think just like, because it's not as potent. I feel like sometimes candy corn almost, I don't know why, but it tastes like waxy to me. Maybe because like it feels waxy, where these don't like feel waxy. They don't taste waxy, but I don't know, can you hear that? It's weird. Well, if you want candy corn that isn't candy corn consistency, there you go. That's kind of what it tastes like. It's not bad. I think I like Skittles more for sure, because I actually like Skittles, but I guess if you guys want something a little different, try it out. Second bag acquired for the day. I found out too, so I got the Mocha Mummy today. I guess they don't have the RIP one right now. They sold out, and that was one I was actually looking a little bit more forward to, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do this one. Let us take a look here. They put these little eyes on there. Look at that. That's pretty big. Discount was like 64 cents off. I think it was like 4 and change. After discount, it was like $3.60, I think. But also, I forgot, for the month of September, mobile order. Always mobile order if you can this month, because you save an additional 10%, I think, on your mobile order. So if you already plan on eating at the place and they have a mobile order option, just go ahead and mobile order. It is not exactly easy to do food reviews without somebody holding the camera with you. Either way, here we go. That's good. It's got a very good like coffee flavor. All right, I had to cut into the middle there because there is like I think it's a coffee Bavarian cream. So I have an eyeball in there, right there, plus the Bavarian cream, plus the coffee, and the whole gizmo and gadget here. Like I said, the original bites were very good. Ooh, there's so much cream in that. And the eyeballs were a little hard. But that donut is fantastic. If you like coffee flavored things, super good. If you ever had like a toaster strudel, the inside kind of reminds me of like a coffee flavored cream to that. I don't know if there's stuff on my face. Okay, it's hard. I'm struggling right now. It's messy. My hands are all nasty. I'm getting gunk all over my camera. That is a good donut. I like that a lot. I don't know if I prefer to have the cream or if just like the plain donut, because I think the outer exterior, gosh, it's all over me. This is crazy. Like the outer exterior is like really good, just the actual frosting. I think it's just a coffee frosting. I think the inside is the actual mocha, I think. So I would say for me, I would be fine with just having like the coffee flavored donut. I don't necessarily need like the mocha Bavarian cream or whatever on the inside. That is super good. If you guys are coming here anytime for the Halloween season, I would definitely try that. I am excited for the other one too. I think it has a cookies and cream filling. I don't know what the actual donut itself is, but this one was super good. Look at all of the filling in there. It's so much. It's almost a little overwhelming. It's like oozing out the side there. So that's why I said maybe I just prefer to have it with just like the normal icing. But it's really good. Like I said, highly recommend that. Another day, some more rain. Let's try some more food. This is a first. We're waiting in line right now, and we see A Quiet Place is delayed. We've been standing here for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. This is weird. Haven't moved at all. So I think something is going on inside this house. Well, we kind of just scanned in, and we have our marshmallow. As you can see, I'm trying to find some light here. So we're gonna eat it a little bit, but yeah, we got kind of a quicker express here. So we're gonna eat this up and then we'll go into the house. We have now picked up I think this is called the wooden Eclair board, or the wooden board Eclair, right?
Wooden board Eclair, maybe?
Wooden board Eclair, I think so. This is basically meant to be the nail from A Quiet Place where she steps on it and that is the blood or the jam that they use here. And yeah, it's kind of cool. So let's see how it is. I've heard some pretty decent things about it. I think it's got a little bit of a spicy chocolate to it. I'm assuming this chocolate board piece is the spicy piece. We'll try everything out kind of individually too, or like we could break the chocolate off, we'll try that as well. But let's go ahead, just full bite I guess to start. I don't think it's filled either. I think only the jam is in the middle.
It's filled. It's good. I'm not getting a kick yet. Maybe in like, oh, it's very good. But I'm not getting that kick, which I'm glad, because I was like nervous for spicy. I like that a lot, actually. Very good. And it's nice because it's cold.
It is chilled. I didn't realize it was filled with like a chocolate of some sort. It smells very chocolatey. Smells good. Ooh. Very flavorful. Yeah, that's good. That's a pretty nice chocolate. It's not super overwhelming. The Eclair itself seems like it's pretty good. I am not getting any spice. I don't know where that comes from. Let's try it. Oh, I am.
Oh.
The back of my throat. It's not like spice, like the same like heat hot that you would get from like something else. Oh, the jam or jelly or whatever that is also really good. This is a nice little treat. I like that. If you had like a spicy chocolate of some sort, you kind of understand it. It's just enough in the back to kind of get that little bit of spice in there. Now it is a little messy. You can go ahead and try that. That's I think the spice part. You'll have to let us know what you think. But it definitely is a little messy. I think just the chocolate that's on the Eclair itself, I think has a little bit of kind of drippiness to it. Are you getting that heat though? It's like in the back of the throat. It's kind of like, it's just like in the back. It's like when you have like alcohol or something, you get that little slight burn in the back. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess alcohol can be a little bit more potent. This is a little bit more subtle. We came over here to the Slaughter Sinema food booth and we picked up the Sinema popcorn, which is a spicy popcorn here. We'll see how they go. I think it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Is that what it is?
I think so, like a Flamin' Hot Cheeto dusted popcorn. And you cannot use your bucket for it.
Yeah, so that is something to keep in mind. Sometimes, depending on like the popcorn options, they let you use the popcorn refills. You cannot on these. And then we got the Rocks from Hell. These are basically jalapeno poppers, but they're meant to kind of look like coal. And boy, do they. So we're gonna go ahead and try these out for you. That's pretty hot.
Popcorn's a little stale tasting,
Yeah.
but the hot Cheeto flavor's good. But
Is that what hot Cheetos taste like?
I love hot Cheetos.
It's hot. Ooh. That's hot. It's weirdly hot. Oh boy.
It's
Those
spicy.
those have some spice to them.
That's good though.
I'm eating them behind the camera. And yeah, it's got some heat. Definitely has a little bit of spice in there. I think hot Cheetos are just like one of those things that I think is just weirdly spicy, considering it's just like something on the shelves. And I know people that hate spicy food, but they love hot Cheetos. I'm like, how? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's try these out here. It feels like a piece of charcoal. Oh. I don't know if you could see that. I thought there was gonna be like a full jalapeno or something in there. And it's not, it's like cheese, but that's good. It's kind of like almost like a hot queso-y, jalapeno-y flavor inside of just like a nice crunchy ball. I've been hearing good things about these things. These are really good. Don't sleep on these right now. The rocks from hell. That's good.
It even feels like cold. I was just telling Dylan, like, when food looks a little bit too much not like food, it kind of scares me. So even though I've heard great things about them, and even though Dylan just said they were really good, like, just holding this is weirding me out to the point where, like, I don't want to try it because I get in my head, and I will, but, like, it kind of scares me. So here we go.
Bon appetit.
Oh, it's good though. What is the skin? I don't know. It's very good. It's almost like a fried mac and cheese ball, minus the noodles. That's very good. Wow. Whole or not?
More food has been purchased. We have the Slimer's Korean corn dog, and we want the Garaka's breath. I think it's like the frozen breath or icy breath. We'll end up maybe trying the other two items from here, which would be the frozen V concoction and the it's like a frozen breath death chill or something. It's got like a mint cheesecake, I think, but this right here looks to be pretty good. I wanted something savory today. Again, we are in the future right now, so another day down. So we're starting off with something a little bit more savory today. All right, here we go. This is our Slimer Korean corn dog. So this has some like spice to it, so I'm a little nervous about that. Very heavy, by the way. Super, super heavy. Let's try this out. So immediately it kind of just tastes like a hot dog with Fritos. I don't get too much spice. Seems pretty good. Kind of see a little bit of a bigger hot dog as well. I don't tend to like bigger hot dogs. It's a little weird to me. I prefer kind of like the normal size, so I think it's like a jumbo. But it's heavy and probably gonna be pretty filling, so we'll have Nicole try this out too and let you know what we think. But as of now, I guess I'd give it maybe like a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna go ahead and try out the icy breath here. I don't want the ice to start melting and for it to get too watery. We do have that little dollop of whipped cream on the top. Or marshmallow fluff, that's right. That's really good. I like this a lot. Wow. Was not expecting that. This, in my opinion, is the best drink I've had at Halloween Horror Nights. This even beats the like Surfer Boy Punch thing from last year. This is so good. Holy cow, you guys have to try this thing. Wow, that's good. Now, the more that I've been getting into this, there is like a cheese in here, and I do not like the cheese. It's like, it's green, so there's some sort of like, I don't know, stain to it. Let's even get it in the light a little better. But can you see that it's like green? I do not like that flavor at all. The corn dog or like the chips with like the powder and the actual hot dog, totally fine, pretty basic, liked it. As soon as I got to that stuff, that's a hard pass for me. I don't really like that. So Nicole just looked it up. It's a sage derby cheese. I don't know what that is. Yeah, and mozzarella. Mozzarella, totally fine, but I think it's that sage derby, whatever that is. And I think maybe that's what's giving it the green. Do not like it. Very strong, but that's me. If you like that flavor, it's probably fine, but I just don't like that type of flavor. Again, this drink is to die for. It's so stinking good. Also, oh yeah, look at that. It looks like it's like, I don't even know, like rotten cheese or something. Yeah, that's weird.
There's the Slimer part.
Yeah, but I don't like that sage derby. So either way, there you go. Nicole, let's see what you think.
Oh, that is really good. Very like tropical tasting from the melon. Very, very nice and refreshing. I still like that Surfer Boy better because it's the pineapple, and I love pineapple. It's like a little banana-y, but there's no banana in this. But it's like a nice, tropical, fruity, easy beverage to drink on. Very fun, very enjoyable. I ate around the Slimer part of the cheese. I'm one of those people where it's like things that are colored differently or like food that's meant to look like something else really weirds me out too much to try it. And like, this looks like booger to me and I'm not interested. The hot dog on this isn't bad. And the Fritos are good. A little lackluster in flavor. Not my favorite thing for $12, but a really big portion if you like this.
Another day, another item from the Slaughter's Sinema booth. Today we are gonna go ahead and try that walking taco. They had walking tacos last year and they were one of my favorite items. We're gonna see how they compare this year. It does look a little different, but we'll give you an idea. We're not doing the vegan and the regular, just the regular this year, but vegan was actually quite good last year. All right, we found our spot again back over here at one of the only tables, and we did hold the sour cream and lettuce. You guys might call me crazy. I don't really love it though, typically. I thought I could get on the side, but they said it's either all or nothing, unfortunately. But Nicole is saying you think that the Fritos are the vegan option?
Yeah, I'm wondering because I see the table behind us has like a mix of Doritos and Fritos, but I know that like, I mean, I'm sure it's not real cheese. But like the Fritos don't have any cheese on it, so maybe that's what the vegan ones come with, and then we get the Doritos. But I have no idea. Is cheese powder still cheese?
I don't know. Does it say it's made with real cheese? Nacho cheese flavored. I don't know. But either way, we're going to try this out. But yeah, I do think the vegan ones then come with Fritos. We're going to try this out. Not as flavorful as last year, I don't think. So it's not bad. It's good, but it's not amazing. Oh. Where are they going? Cash change or something right there. Anyway, so it's good. The meat's very, very tender, juicy, but it almost feels like it's lacking a little bit of flavor on this one. So I don't know if maybe adding the sour cream and lettuce would have helped. I feel like lettuce doesn't really have a flavor. It just kind of gives you a unique texture almost. Sour cream maybe could have added, but I think overall last year's was like a 10 out of 10. Like I said, I might give this one like a 7 out of 10. Definitely not bad. I would probably recommend getting everything if that's what you like, but yeah, it's just, I feel like it's missing a little bit of punch of flavor, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna have Nicole try it out here. Let us know what you think.
So the meat's really, really good. Super tender. It's like a shredded beef. But aside from that, there's not much like flavor. It's just kind of like Dylan said, it's meat and chips. I do think it needs a little bit more. I also think like nacho cheese sauce should always be on nachos. So I think that'd be like a nice added flavor.
But it's a walking taco. It's not nachos.
Oh, well, all right, you got me there. I still think some nacho cheese sauce could be nice on here just like as an added flavor. Chips get a little too soggy fast though. Did you notice that?
Little.
It's not bad, kind of pricey, but the meat is really tender. So that's a plus.
So yeah, I would say it's not bad. It does get a little soggy, like she said. She mentioned that, again, it's not nacho cheese on there, but it isn't nachos, it's a walking taco, so it is a little different. But for $14, I do think there's a few other items that you can get for some better value. A lot of the first items that we've tried during the event have been like 10 out of 10s. Like I said, it's about a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's bad by any means, but it just is missing probably just a little bit of flavor that I think if they put a little bit more punch in there, that would actually be great. Not as good as last year's though, for sure. I do think last year they really knocked it out of the park. Meat is really tender though, so if you guys like a nice tender juicy meat, that's pretty good.
We are getting ready to go do Major Sweets Candy Factory, so we figured let's go ahead and come over here to the Major Sweets section at the streetcar snacks and grab this poison apple for you.
We're gonna go ahead and try this poison apple out for you guys. I feel like this is a dessert that should come from like Disney or something, right?
Right? More like Snow White than HHN.
I know. You know what though? It looks pretty good. I like that you get a good amount of that cookie crumble to make it really look like you have some dirt down there.
All right, we're gonna try this out here. Little smell test. Smells a little fake. It's not bad. I was expecting more apple flavor somewhere in there. I'm not really getting that. Kind of just reminds me of like almost a white chocolate. Quality's pretty good. I like the Oreo pieces. I don't know, there's something like, I guess I was expecting a little bit more apple in there and not as much of a like, just like chocolatey. Again, a little white chocolatey to me. You'll have to let me know what you think, but it's not a bad dessert. I just don't think I'm getting like that poison apple feel. All right, so there is a little bit of like these like apple chunks inside of the mousse itself. I think it's a caramel mousse, but the apple is inside of those chunks. When you get the apple chunks in there, very good. When you don't, it kind of just tastes, like I said, almost like white chocolate. But when you get it all together, then it's actually quite good. I do actually like this.
I can tell there's like flavor, but I can't really tell what the flavor is. But I'm not sure what I'm getting from this, to be honest. It's just like a sweet treat. I can't pick out a single flavor, to be honest.
So right down there, you can see there is actually like almost a little cake down there that has maybe some caramel or something running through the center. If you can get the full bite, so you have that cake with that little caramely stuff, with the mousse and the shell and the dirt, very good flavor. If you get them individually, it's okay, but if you can get all of that in one bite, I think that is a very, very good flavor.
We are finally trying the barbecue turkey wing. I never get any of the turkey legs or anything from the park, but we gotta try it. Also seems like a pretty affordable price, $7 there, so we'll see how much meat we end up getting on that.
Here we go, trying this thing out. I've heard pretty good things about it. It is a little scary because it's a giant turkey wing, but I don't know. Here we go. Smells pretty good. Smells like a little bit of a spicy barbecue.
That's what it says.
It's kind of a little dry, but the flavor seems pretty good. I wonder if this one was sitting around for a little while. I don't really know. It's not super hot, so that's gonna kind of strike it a little bit. There is a little bit of heat in there, but the flavor is good. So I think if this was fresh, this would be like fantastic. I might have just gotten kind of a weird batch one, but it kind of just tastes like chicken or turkey, to be honest with you.
That was bone. That's spicy. It is super dry. I wonder if it's like a little overcooked. I don't love the seasoning to it, but it's like a harissa barbecue, and I don't think I like those flavors very much. A little spicy for me. It's not bad. I just don't personally like it.
We have our final items for our food. We have the bride's cake here from the booth right over here, which is the
Twilight Tavern.
Yeah, Twilight Tavern is meant to be kind of like the monsters, right, I think. Then we have the key pop from the Insidious food booth. We haven't tried anything from Insidious. And then we also did the Veil of Shadows here, which is their alcoholic drink that has White Claw. It looks pretty good, you know, and that was what I was talking about earlier. I just think there are a lot of good drink options available, but there are some that I feel like people don't like. But this one I think has been a hit, and we'll see how all of this tastes. We also did a repeat for the fish and chips, but I do need to point out that they did shrink in size. It looks like we have a few less this time around from the first time when we did actually try these out. So definitely a little bit less.
Sure.
Yeah. We are gonna just cut right into this. I think the inside is supposed to be like green and like red, I believe. So, oh, I can already see the green peeking out.
I cut it,
Going
but I don't
in.
know how to show it.
We gotta go all the way through. There you go. It's kind of hard to see as we eat it. We'll show you a little bit more, but you can see like the green and the red there. So that is going to be delicious. Now, I wasn't getting this key pop at first because I thought it was cheesecake, but it's not. It's actually just a red velvet like cake pop. So I didn't want to get it because I didn't know if I was gonna like the cheesecake. And that's why we ended up going with that.
Here we go, balancing act. There's your cake. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's not gonna focus. Here we go. It's good. It doesn't have a ton of sweetness, which is something I talk about all the time with Universal. Not overly sweet. I would prefer a little bit more flavor though. I'm not getting a ton of the vanilla. I'm getting a little bit more of the chocolate coating. I wonder how it's gonna be once we can get to the raspberry inside. Not a ton of raspberry in there I can see. But yeah, I would say it could use a little bit more flavor overall, but it's nice and it's that typical Universal dessert that you could imagine when you're getting a cake.
Maybe it is like a buttercream. I'm not 100% sure. The cake is good though. Very subtle, like light vanilla flavor. I don't think I've gotten any jam yet. There's not too much jam, which I think like if you don't like fruit filling could be a good thing. And if you want the fruit filling, then it's a bad thing. I personally like the fruit filling, so I wish there was a little bit more. But I feel like Dylan, on the other hand, might be happy it's not loaded with raspberry. But I think it's a pretty basic dessert, but it's good.
Yeah, and you can kind of see in there just a little bit where like that red is. So not a ton of that filling, unfortunately, but again, it is tasty. I think I would actually prefer a little bit more of the raspberry just to kind of bring a little bit more flavor. But yeah, I mean, it's basic, but it's good.
Time to go in for this key pop, my last food item I will be trying at HHN 2024. For camera, at least. There's a strong red velvet flavor in there, and the sprinkles are almost a little bitter. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's kind of what I'm getting. The cake is super moist. I don't know if it's gonna focus there. There we go, it did work. But yeah, very, very moist cake. I think that's actually pretty good if you like red velvet. If you don't, then I would stay away because it's an overload of red velvet. But again, it's almost a little bitter on the sprinkles, which is a little bizarre to me.
So I'm not sure I'm totally getting like the bitterness from the frosting, but sometimes I feel like with like store-bought cupcakes, when they're dyed a certain color, they have like a weird flavor to them. So I almost wonder if like the red icing is just giving us like an extra flavor to it. It's not bad. I personally prefer the vanilla cake over here. I think that is a really good flavor. But this one, if you like red velvet, this one's not bad either.
In this situation, I think I would probably agree. I think I would like this one again a second time over this, and that's only because like, and I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's red 40 in there. We're tasting a lot of red 40. I don't know.
I feel like
but
really pigmented frostings have a bitter flavor to them. Like the purple frosting do, the blue frosting, the red. Like whenever there's cupcakes, I'll go for like a yellow or an orange because the darker the frosting, the weirder the flavor. So it could be the red dye.
Last up will be the Veil of Shadows. Again, I feel like this drink, because we are losing our receipt over there, has been very popular. I see people walking around with it quite a bit.
Oh, that tastes just like juice. So I do not like black licorice, so I personally would pull this right out because as you're getting a sip, it's going towards your nose and you smell it and the drink is fantastic. It's like berry-y and fruity and it goes down like juice. And I can't taste any alcohol in this. I would definitely get this every time we came. Love this drink.
Here we go. As you guys know, I did really like the drink from the Ghostbusters booth. I thought that was fantastic. That was non-alcoholic though. This is alcoholic. As we're dripping, we're sweating. That is good. Yeah, that's real good. So one thing I would definitely say though is yeah, that black licorice, you can smell it as you are drinking, and it's very potent, so I'll probably end up pulling that out, but yeah, just like juice. Can't really even taste the alcohol. To be fair, it is like a White Claw, and I feel like people always like can just like down White Claws, so maybe that's kind of, you know, why they start with that base, because it's so easy to drink. But highly recommend the Veil of Shadows if you guys are looking for an alcoholic drink. And then I think it's the, is it Garaka's Icy Breath, I think is what it was, over at the Ghostbusters booth. I think that one was fantastic if you're looking for something non-alcoholic. So two very good options for you if you guys are looking for that.
So I did end up trying to wipe the frosting off and try it with kind of more just like the sprinkles and the cake, and I thought it was way better actually. So it definitely is this frosting, like Nicole was saying, there must be something because it's so heavily dyed red that it is giving it kind of a weird flavor in my opinion. If you kind of just like wipe the top off and you have just the red velvet plus the sprinkles, really, really good.
Well, that will do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our massive food review and a few drinks of Halloween Horror Nights 2024. Again, I'm hoping this was a very honest and real review, and kind of the way we set it up, again, doing multiple days, I think helped out a lot. Obviously, we were able to eat a lot more and have a genuine response to what we were having. So either way, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one. Take care.